Hey y'all, I am about to drop some secrets on how I lost 10 pounds this past month, and I am going to tell you everything I've been doing so that you can succeed on your weight loss journey and keep the weight off moving forward. So let's get into it.
I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year.
Now, if you are new here, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. It is your girl, Abby Faith. I am a Christian content creator who talks everything from faith to fitness to all of the lifestyle things. And today is going to be more of a fitness, wellness, health-based video. So if you are on a weight loss journey or trying to be on a weight loss journey, you're going to want to stay for this entire video. I'm going to try to keep it quick and get straight to the point so you can get on your merry way. Okay? Now, if you have any questions in the process, feel free to drop them in the comments. I will definitely check them out. So before I get into it, go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe for your girl. Now, quick little backstory so you can understand me and my fitness journey. I have been a personal trainer for about 15 years. I've trained all different body types for different goals. And of course, I have went through ups and downs of different journeys for my body personally. Now, when I started my fitness journey, I was extremely underweight for my height. For reference, I am 5'8". I started my journey at 115 pounds. So I was on a weight gain journey. So I did that for a few years. I did end up getting to 175 pounds from 115 on bulking, gaining muscle, gaining weight, and I loved where I was at that point. Now, fast forward a couple years, I did have my daughter. I ended up hitting about 200 pounds and then dropping all the way back down to 125 pounds after I had my daughter. So she literally sucked the muscle right out of me after I had her. I went back to trying to gain weight, but I just wasn't doing a healthy bulk. I was just doing what I wanted. Fast forward to last year, pretty much all of 2024, I ended up the weight just kept packing on. It just wasn't stopping. It wasn't stopping like it used to. Granted, a lot of that could be due to after I had my daughter, your body is just different after you give birth to kids. This is true. Your body has a ton of different changes, hormonal changes, etc. that it goes through. So that's a different discussion for a different video. But the weight was packing on differently. It wasn't just lean muscle. I was just used to bulking and being able to get away with it. But that wasn't the case after I had my daughter. I ended up being a weight that I was not comfortable with at all. I was just not happy with where I was. With that being said, 1 Corinthians 6 verse 9, you know I gotta back it up with the Bible. Your body is a temple for the Holy Spirit. We are to take care of our bodies, take care of our temples. It is not our own. It is bought with a price. Our body is a temple for the Holy Spirit, and we are to take care of it and take it seriously. Like, your body, your health is not something to play with. Biblically, it's important to take care of your body, but also just to live a healthy life. To be able to live and walk in what God has called you to do, we should prioritize being healthy and taking care of this body that God has given us and appreciating the body that God has given us. So I really had to get this back in my mind. It was time for me to take back control of my body, my health. A lot of us go through this phase of you don't even realize how you are letting your body go. You don't even realize how you are slowly beginning to not prioritize yourself. And if you're watching this is the kick in the booty that you need today. It's time to prioritize yourself. It's time to prioritize your body, your temple. So let's get into what I have been doing this past month to lose the 10 pounds. First things first, what I did was a caloric deficit. Now, you're gonna hear this a lot in the fitness industry, but what does it actually mean? So a caloric deficit means pretty much you want to be consuming less calories than you are burning each day. Now, for me, the way I track it is with Apple phones or Apple watches. It will track your resting energy as well as your active energy. I will go into the health app for Apple and add those two together to see my overall caloric burn for the day. Once I see that, I typically use MyFitnessPal to just track for a couple days what I'm intaking and see what I can change for my macros and see where I am calorie wise of how much I'm intaking versus how much I'm burning. So for instance, if you're averaging burning 2,300 calories a day and you're consuming 25 and hoping to be losing weight, it's not really gonna happen for you, sis. It's not really going to happen the way you want it to. So that's the first thing I prioritize is caloric deficit, taking a look at what I'm burning, what I'm intaking, and how can we adjust to make sure that I am intaking less than I am burning so that I can be in a caloric deficit. Now, that's just part one of it. The caloric deficit, that's a big part. Obviously, if you are burning more than you are intaking, chances are you are going to be on a down slope on your weight. Now, another part of that is going to be what you are intaking. And that comes number 2 of what I did, and that was increase my protein. Now, overall, my general consensus is I try to intake 1 gram of protein per pound that I am. Now, that is extremely hard to do. So what I have been focused on is my breakfast, which I am not a huge breakfast person, but I have been focused on my breakfast being a high protein breakfast. So as much as I don't really feel like eating breakfast, I've never really been a breakfasty person. It's something that I am making sure I do, and that I am starting the day off with high protein, so it makes it easier for me to hit my protein goals throughout the day. Protein is going to be essential in building blocks for your muscle. It's going to be essential on this journey of just being overall healthier and taking care of your body. You really need protein. So my go-to sources of protein for breakfast is turkey bacon or turkey sausage, eggs, of course, egg whites, yogurts, Greek yogurts, or if you want to put, if you're a coffee drinker and you want to put like a protein powder or collagen in your coffee, you can do that as well, just to add some extra protein. I also like to use like a healthy grain or flax bread if I'm eating toast, just so that throws some extra grams of protein in there. I'm a big avocado toast with eggs on top person and turkey bacon on the side. So that's pretty much been my go-to breakfast. Now, lunches, I pretty much stay with a Caesar salad with a whole lot of grilled chicken on top, or I'll do just plain ground chicken with a little bit of jasmine rice and some veggies or a salad with it. That's my go-to. There's a ton of things you can do for lunches, but just make sure you are getting your protein in with each meal and each snack so that it makes it easier to hit this goal overall. Caloric deficit, get your protein packed breakfast. Now, another thing that I want to talk about that I have been doing is cutting out so many processed foods, drinks, sugary drinks, all of the things. That is always going to be working against you, especially if you are drinking your calories or a bunch of sugar. For me personally, sugar really affects my skin, and it always has me bloated. It always has me carrying water weight or just unwanted weight in my midsection. So that is one thing that I knew personally I had to cut back on. On top of that, adding fiber. So adding fiber is going to kind of offset that sugar sometimes. Now, for me, I have been focusing on both because your girl loves sweets, okay? Sweets are my kryptonite. I will eat sweets all day, drink all the sugary coffees, all of it. So that is something that I have really had to check myself on, is the sugar, processed foods, all that. It just had to go. Personally, I knew this is something that's gonna have to be cut. I pretty much, my sugar intake will come from my coffee in the morning. Other than that, I am not really having sugar like that throughout the day. If I have a dessert at the end of the night, maybe once a week, I'm just not really like indulging in sugar like I used to. So cutting the processed sugars, processed foods has been something that has been major for me. Home cooked meals, girl. All that eating out, even when you think it might be healthy, a lot of it is so processed that it can become unhealthy for you. So just paying attention to what you are eating. Now, if it's really hard for you to just cut sugars completely, I never recommend like just cutting a bunch of stuff quickly, because a lot of times it can be hard to maintain. And then if you end up picking it back up in the future, you'll just pack back on the pounds. So keep it maintainable. If you know you're a sugary person and you need to replace some things with maybe a zero sugar version, like for me, my sweet tea, I replaced that with the zero sugar version because it still gives me my little sweet tea kick, my little sugary kick, but not packed with sugar. So if you need to make replacements, you can do that, or fruit instead of certain sugary foods, or just trying other options as opposed to just cutting things completely. So if you need some suggestions on that, let me know in the comments and I would love to help you out. And lastly, what I've been focused on is my daily step count. Now, this is something that has always seemed like so mundane and like unimportant to me. Like, I know I'm moving around all the time, but when I really started tracking my daily steps and realized that I wasn't even coming close to 10,000 steps a day. So that is something over this past month I have been tracking and set a goal for. Now, prior to this past month, I was averaging about 4,000 to 5,000 steps a day, which the goal is 10,000. The goal is 10,000. If you know you're hitting 10,000 steps, that's those extra calories that you're burning each day to help you be in that caloric deficit every day. So I focus, my goal right now is about 7,000 to 8,000, just because I know going from 5,000 to 10,000 can be a jump that may not be maintainable for me at this moment. So for 1 month, I focused on hitting 7,000 steps every day, and I noticed a significant difference in my energy levels, as well as just extra calories being burned per day and staying in that deficit. So focusing on your daily step count, shoot for 10,000, girls. Shoot for 10,000 and you will notice a difference of just having that little extra push for your weight loss journey. Go on the extra walk in the evening or in the morning, like do a little extra cardio at the end of your workout or something to just give you those extra steps and that extra caloric burn. Me personally, I have been doing 15 minutes of incline treadmill after every single workout. That has been significant in playing another part in this weight loss journey for me as well. So me personally, I'm not trying to lose too much more weight. I'm shooting for another about 5 to 8 pounds before I go into more of a maintenance type of mode. But this journey has been something that has really opened my eyes to like taking care of my body regardless of how I feel, and just paying more attention to what I'm consuming, what I'm intaking, and how I'm treating my body overall. So those are a few tips that I have used over this past month to cut and get back on track on my fitness journey. So I hope this helped you. If you have any questions, like I said, drop them below. I would love to help you out or make some more videos on fitness tips or nutrition tips or all of the things. And if you are looking for a virtual online trainer, I do have a couple spots open for online training that comes with a meal plan customized to you, your goals, your body as well. So if you want to check that out, hit the link in the description below. But let me know if you guys have any other questions. I could talk all day about fitness and nutrition because it's just programmed in me. But it's good for other people to see that like these fitness gurus, like we all go through the ups and downs of our bodies. Like everybody, especially women, and hormonal changes and all kind of things. There's so many ups and downs that you go through. Knowing that it's normal and just learning how to get back on track if you do go through the ups and downs. So you got this, girl. If you are starting your weight loss journey, starting your fitness journey, or in the process of it and just need some help, just need a little kick in the booty, let me know. I would be more than happy to help you out. Let me know any questions below and I will be more than happy to answer them in a video for you. So if you watched this full video, thank you so much. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video.